definitely need to keep a solid pod life separation still.
Yeah.
Where we're like not just open books.
Exactly.
Not family vloggers out here.
We could be.
We could be.
What would we call our family vlog? The Cove family. The Coven. Nope. Nope. You know, I heard it, I said
That's
it,
good.
and then I heard it, and I was
Can't
like,
unsay it.
Shit.
Hey, what's
this
up,
is-
guys? We're the Coven family. Welcome back to our Wait, what is the Coven? Is like witches, right?
I think it's witches,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Cheap got
I
any?
think you're thinking of like the Covenant.
No.
I'm thinking of nothing because my brain's
Coven
empty.
Refers to witches somehow. I'm pretty sure.
Warlocks.
I'm gonna start the show right now.
Welcome back to the
Cove,
show.
everyone.
Shit.
This is an internet show. I think today it's probably the topic-wise the least important show we've ever done.
But I'm
They're
super
all not
pumped.
important.
I'm
but
super
I am
pumped for
like
it.
I'm weirdly excited to talk about the stuff that we're going to talk about, despite it having no bearing on reality whatsoever. And it's really
So
really
we're just
throwaway garbage
this,
stuff.
this is us just screaming to the void this episode.
essentially.
Right on. I mean, what else do we
Yeah.
usually do if not scream
Well, that's the
absolute
thing.
nothings into the void?
We haven't
right?
really
So-
had an important topic episode. Maybe the Steven Crowder one. I feel like telling people that Steven Crowder is a piece of shit is pretty important, but
Co-fact, Steven Crowder, piece of shit.
that's more than a co-fact. That's reality. Before we start the episode,
How's
guys,
everybody's weekend? Everybody have a good weekend? Any worthwhile story?
Yeah, it didn't do much. It was good.
Skip past it. I don't
Yeah,
want to talk
speaking
about
of
the
the
weekend.
weekend. Well,
I don't want to talk about the
I was
weekend. I
actually
don't want to talk
about
about the weekend.
I was about to perfectly segue into something,
Oh,
and you really, I don't know.
I fucked
Listen, This weekend happened to be this guy's birthday.
Not what I wanted to
this
talk
big,
about.
beautiful man's birthday.
okay. Thank you. That's not what I want to talk about. How is
I don't
you
care.
been? How is
He
your-
turned
how is-
24.
I did.
And like a good YouTube content boy
Yep.
right now, I'm going to take a moment
Ah.
that probably should just be shared between you and I.
Oh.
Intimate moment. And I'm going to turn it into content,
Oh, you do it
if you
for-
don't mind.
What? No, I fucking knew this was gonna happen. God damn it. I purposely looked all around the room. I said, "Oh, good. There's nothing here. Perfect."
I have a gift for you.
Because he hit
I
it.
didn't wrap it, so it's sorry.
Such a little nerd.
I don't wrap stuff.
Thank you, Craig.
But you did say you wanted a chess set,
oh yes.
and I got you a nice chess
No,
set.
because it kicked people's ass in chess. You literally guys know I'm literally a chess hustler.
Who are you going to practice with?
You
Oh.
here.
So you're going to
Before
kick my
record.
ass in chess?
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
I'm just gonna take your money
Yeah.
by beating you in chess over and over again. First of all, a big thank you. I fucking love
Oh,
chess.
well, I hope you like it. I also
not good, but I
not
like
really
it.
a card guy because I don't write stuff well.
No.
But I prepared a little speech.
No, I
a
hate
little
that.
birthday speech for you.
I
in
wanted
addition
to
the
talk
gift.
about. I want to talk about a story.
Well,
This is not
we
what
can
I-
tell a story later. This is important. It's your birthday. We're celebrating.
Ugh.
So can I do my? This is what I would have written on a card
It's not even my birthday
had I
anymore.
not have like childish. I've got sort of like chicken scratch going on.
I've seen it. I've seen
Okay.
it. I know what it's like.
I was kind of just making a joke.
I think it's
but-
better that you put it on your phone as opposed to putting it on a card because it's actually legible on the phone. So.
Yeah. I've got some special delivery on this that I need to nail right now, if I'm being honest, with
And
the full effect.
I read
But
second
the
graders
letters are
writing.
small, so
Do you need a moment to collect yourself or what?
no, I got this.
Okay.
This is the most nervous I've been on the podcast for some reason. I don't know why. I just started feeling nervous.
Wild.
All right. Dear Anthony, my best friend, my podcast pal, my brosidon of the broshin, my homie for life. Wait, that one's hitting you?
It did.
Congratulations on turning the objectively shit age of 24, a remarkably unspecial age where literally nothing changes other than than a technically meaningless number. Like any early 20s person, you'll still be feeling stressed out as your responsibilities continue to increase, anxious about the unknown future ahead, and constantly questioning your purpose and the meaning of existence in the broader universe. I want to take the time on this very unspecial birthday to instead focus on how important and special you have become in your 24 years of life to me and everyone else around us. Oh boy. People may know you as many different things: a brother, a captain, a son, a friend, mayhaps a lover, or in my case, a best friend and a lover. No matter what the relationship, though, I can say with confidence that there's a reason people are drawn to you. You stand out as one of the most honest, caring, understanding people I've met in my life. You wear your heart on your sleeve, and you always stand up for what's right. Since I met you at the age of 18, I've always felt you've had my back. Even when we were first turning my dumb ideas into cringy YouTube videos and podcasts. You were willing to put in the time and effort to suffer high levels of potential embarrassment for quite literally no compensation whatsoever. Time and time again, putting your trust in me as we attempt to put a smile on people's faces with our content. Now, here you are, still doing that, many years later, still for no compensation, helping me create what, honestly, a lot of people are saying is the best show on the internet.
So many people are saying that, by the way.
And I want you to know that I appreciate it a lot. Even if we don't get the millions of fans and billions of dollars that we obviously deserve for this highly unique and important content, it will still be fully worth it for me as long as it means I get to spend more time with my best pal. Happy birthday, and welcome to 24, baby.
This piece of shit.
Did I nail it? No, I stumbled a lot. Okay, I may have butchered it a little, but I mean it, and I love you.
I got
and happy
so
birthday.
hot. I got so hot during that. First of all,
What kind of hot?
So many kinds of hot.
First mention of your lover.
Come here.
Me. Come here. Oh, first podcast hug too. Thank you, Craig. You're welcome.
Got my best friend.
Anyways, now that we've
locked back in
exploited
here.
everyone's emotions for content and made everyone feel all sappy and shit,
Giving
what are we
gifts
talking
and
about
whatnot.
today?
I think we're talking about, in general, probably like, you know, in any aquarium, right? How there's like beautiful fish, there's like clownfish, and there's anemones, and right, that's how you say it, right? I got that.
Yeah, you nailed it.
First try. Beautiful colors, and then there's like one like chubby looking, big nose fish, and is like flat, and it's gray and ugly,
Okay.
and it's just like and it has its role in the ecosystem. It just kind of it's a bottom feeder.
You're saying that's me.
I'm saying that's who we're talking about.
We're
are
talking about me. You're
how
saying
can I
that's me.
possibly call you a bottom feeder? What you just said to me. I need a second to get back into like let's roast Craig mode because
Yeah.
I was holding back tears. But we're talking about the bottom feeders of society. That's what I
right.
interpret it as.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that stuff a little later. I mean, what he's referring to right now is paparazzi. I guess broader than paparazzi too, just sort of the general Hollywood news. What do you call it? I don't know.
The 24-hour Hollywood cycle.
Yeah,
maybe, perhaps.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
There's some fun stuff to chat about in that once again means absolutely nothing and should not matter to anyone. But apparently, it's worth us talking about on the show.
Somebody's listening to us right now. Maybe.
There's a few things I wanted to chat about before.
Yeah.
In the intro, few shows. First of all, Love on the Spectrum. Also, you guys, Veronica's back in the studio.
We're
My
so
bad.
bad at this.
My bad. She's gonna be with us for a little while too, so you get used to it.
Get used to seeing
Get
her.
used to it.
And also, we like having her here. So if you're not getting used to it, suck on an egg because we like her.
Suck an egg. That's another one of the things that we say in the Cove all the time.
Oh, all the
actually,
time. We
yeah.
say suck on an
Suck
egg.
on an egg.
Not even a hard-boiled
That
one.
guy sucks eggs,
like, dude,
man.
like a fucking raw egg. Suck
Yeah,
on it.
suck it.
And then hopefully it cracks a little bit and you get a little bit of slam-a-lama just like down the back of your throat. Anyways, what are we talking about today?
That's another thing we do in the Cove. We call eggs slam-a-lamas on the inside.
Yeah.
This show, there's a few shows I want to talk about. Firstly, Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people talking about it. A lot of people
So
are literally
many people.
actually talking
A lot
about
of people are talking about it.
it. Have you watched it?
I've not, but I've heard of it.
Okay. You've
Okay.
watched it. We watched some of it together.
I've watched all of it.
I have thoughts. I don't know what the general consensus is on this show, but to give you the premise is literally that they essentially just there's people who are on the spectrum, like on the autism spectrum, that are essentially brought onto like kind of it's not really a dating show. It's more so like a documentary kind of following them as they go on dates with each other. And I think the key takeaway that most people will get from it is it's beautiful. It's like this very wholesome.
Yeah. That's
very
what I've heard about it.
wholesome-
Yeah.
But
But you're about to shatter this reality for me, I feel.
Well, here's
because
the thing.
there's always leading up. Usually what people
Yeah.
say is that it's beautiful and wholesome. But me,
Yeah.
Craig, I think the opposite. It's the worst. It's the bottom feeders.
is that what I do? That's what I know. That's what I'm known for.
I feel like that's what you're
Shitting on
about to
everything
do.
That's good.
Is it what you're
No,
about to
okay,
do?
well, here's the thing. I don't want to fully shit on it, but I do have to. I would like to. I don't actually know. I feel like the only opinion that actually matters on this is obviously
Theirs?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, there's the autistic community would have the best insight on whether or not this show is some sort of like exploitative or whatever. My concern is that it is a little bit exploitative.
There it is.
Listen, it's for those of you who have watched the show, like you get these moments that are like genuinely the most beautiful. Like it's so the most wholesome. It's like it's there's comedy. It's funny. It's like it really warms your heart watching it. But I can't help but feel weird just the idea of like, for a lot of the people in the show, it seems that it's like the first time they found any connection and love and all these very, very intimate moments, similar to the one that we just shared, that we exploited.
That's kind of what I was about to get to, because it sounds like you're saying those moments shouldn't be recorded and capitalized on for content.
Yeah.
And you literally...
It was sort of some sort of
almost
comedic act of hypocrisy, if you will.
Oh, so it was all a segue. It wasn't...
Yeah.
You didn't mean that. It was just so you can get on with the show.
I meant that.
Oh, you're throwing off mixed signals here. I don't know what to get.
Well, basically, like... so like specifically, there's these moments that are like... There's two things that happen. Sometimes they kind of capture and show stuff that it's like... If I'm just being honest here, and I mean this with no ill intent at all, but like it's hard not to laugh at.
Yeah.
Just because it's like the interaction is funny in the sense that like, you know, there's humor to it, not intentionally.
Yeah.
So it feels like bad that they've kind of put together this thing that I'm pretty sure like most people would like, their initial urge would be to laugh at it.
Yeah.
It feels weird that they put that in the show. That's supposed
very
to be
fair.
You know, like, I don't necessarily know how that would be received.
One thing is though, like even the one guy, like Michael, I think is his name, like the main guy.
Yeah.
Like he says stuff and like his mom like is constantly laughing at like what he says.
Yeah.
And it's not like she's like making fun of him. It's like he's like legitimately saying things that are funny, and he's not like it doesn't seem like he's taking offense to the fact that she's laughing at what he's saying.
Okay, so I guess I think that's a very fair point, but I think like once again where I'm getting concerned is that like now there's cameras there bringing this moment and sharing it with like everyone. Does everyone have the right? Like his mom grew up taking care of him and like understanding him very well probably and like really like looking after him for a long time. She's his mother, you know? Do we have the same right as his mom to sit there and be like laughing at these situations?
Why not?
Yeah, but it's not like we're laughing.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a genuine question.
I know, and I guess I was in it like the philosophical debate. I think that we're kind of trying to hit home here is like, is it ethical to laugh at somebody? Because let's just put it all on the table. The reason why it's probably funny is because we're dealing with people who don't pick up on all the social cues, and thus that's why there's these funny interactions that are created because there's just some social cues that are being missed. That's what autism is, right? But like, you know, there's some people, some minorities who would say like I'm a person too. Like that's a part of the human experience. I guess.
I know.
Is like laughing at yourself, right? And like being able to kind of. So it's like
I have a really hard time with it.
I'm not saying that it's like right or wrong. I'm just saying like from the other perspective of like, you know, if that's a part of the human experience, it's like there's there's something funny that happens and you laugh at it. If it makes you if it makes you giggle, don't hold it back because you go, ooh, I don't want to make them feel bad about themselves.
I think that's fair. What you were gonna say something too? Did you have?
Oh, I was just saying like it's not really like I don't feel like we're laughing at the people. Like it's like
they're laughing along with
they're saying something that's like funny. It's not like oh my god, like look at this guy, he like said this thing that doesn't make any sense. It's like it's not like that at all, and no one is like perceiving it. I don't think anyone's perceiving it like that.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of pretty dumb and ignorant people out there that probably could, but you know whether or not that's like the fault of Netflix, whatever. I think it's fine. Yeah, I agree. I think like for the most part that's fine. Here's the other part to it though. Do you guys not think that there's something weird about like having a camera shoved into these people's like very, very intimate first experience moments, like and like using that and then turning that into because like there's particularly one part that stood out to us, and it's probably like unfortunately like the most beautiful and like everything about it is it's funny, it's beautiful, it literally like will make you want to cry.
Okay.
This is spoilers for those who are gonna watch the show. Okay, just be ready. I'm gonna spoil it right now.
You have them so much time.
2 of the people get married.
Oh, wow.
And you literally have the documentary Netflix crew at their wedding, like recording the whole thing. And they have these vows that are so like, it's just like they're the most open and honest. Like they're not vows for the people there. It's vows for each other in a way that's so sick. It was amazing. But I just kept feeling the whole time, I'm like, what the like we don't fucking deserve to see this. You know what I mean? Like this is their thing. Why do we get to see this?
Don't you think that they might appreciate having this like
I don't know
this Netflix but now so yes
I know like, there's positives too obviously
exactly right
it's like
so
raising
like,
awareness and like helping people see more so like what someone with autism acts and behaves like so they can get a better understanding of it. You know, it helps a lot of that.
Oh, you're my brain. You're gonna tell me what I was gonna say.
Is that what you're gonna say?
It's not what I was gonna say.
Damn it.
Exactly. No, I was gonna say
Damn it.
not that I disagree with you because I agree. that's definitely a moment of like, damn, this is so intimate and
it's just
beautiful. Like I don't belong here.
Why are we here looking at this? You know,
the positive might be of like now they have that beautiful moment, but like between them, caught with like Netflix grade equipment, pictures, cameras, and like saved now forever. So it's like now they can cherish that moment kind of forever as well.
I guess, but like
that's
to me
like a
almost
very
cheapens
personal
it. Does
level.
it cheapen it at all? Like, you know, I don't know.
Wedding pictures exist, man, and videos
yeah, but
and all that kind of stuff.
but you own them. Netflix owns them.
Well, I'm also sure that like Netflix would have helped like paid for the wedding.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
sure there's
That's-
probably
yeah.
I'm sure it's probably good and fine. But I'm gonna yeah, this is great. After speaking about this now, I will go look and see what the general consensus is. That seems like a good order of events.
Good order of operations.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess you should probably come to your own opinions on stuff before you, just graft onto the hive mind.
That's how the world used to work.
Yeah.
That's how the world.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
We're all out of free thinkers now.
What should I think about Eternal? What to expect from the
I need to
next
get more information from Facebook, actually, if I'm being honest.
Sorry. Have you not been on Facebook? My uncle has some very hot takes that you'd be
Beautiful.
dying to hear.
I'll add him immediately.
100%. You should. His
In
name
fact-
is. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't really have much else to say. It's a good show, but I guess I just don't. I don't know.
You don't fuck with it.
I'm just. Maybe it's part of like a bigger thing too, where it's just like everything needs to be content now. You know, like if someone were to like say or give a gift to a friend and then like give some sort of heartfelt speech, it's like fucking people want to make content out of that.
It's
And
like, dude,
what
just,
are you doing?
just enjoy that moment between you and your friend.
It's a special
in
moment.
the privacy of your own home. Just write
Why
it
do you
down
need
on
to
a
make it
card.
content?
Maybe draw a picture. Take a little bit of effort. Maybe you have some pencil crayons or some felt markers. I don't know. You might wager that your friend might like pictures of like dates or something like that, particularly yellow ones on the front cover. And then you share that moment, and then he can openly cry as opposed to trying to shove those feelings down.
who was
on camera?
I wasn't trying to shut feelings down. Okay.
No. This is purely hypothetical. Purely hypothetical.
Yeah,
purely
I'm pretty sure it
hypothetical
wasn't
situation.
hypothetical, and you were actually directing that at me, and you're trying to out me as a crier now, which I have never done.
Or ever will do.
A lot of people have been saying that I've never cried.
Are you gonna cry right now?
No.
It sounds like you're gonna cry right now. Do you need a?
You're putting pressure on me, and I'm starting to feel upset about it.
Okay, it's okay.
I actually was doing a pretty good job there.
Honestly,
but,
I thought we would get at least the one.
Okay, so Love on the Spectrum. That's one thing. That's one show. Yeah, one show out of the way. Tiger King season 2. Tiger King season 2. This is what is. How much did you watch? Did you watch
An episode and a half?
Yeah, I don't think there's much purpose in watching more than that. If you're wondering how and why there's a season 2, I think that's what we're all wondering. Why is there a season 2 to this?
It is so wild. Still,
Like, it's
it is
wild.
the craziest fucking show.
If I'm being honest, it's like the initial impact of season 1 is way more wild than everything. Season 2 is just like all of like the aftermath, and it's so much less interesting. If I'm just being honest, it's so much less interesting.
No, but just like,
But I want to get your take.
but
on
just
something too.
just the characters as they exist and
I
their
know.
outlook on everything is just like, oh, they're still just a bunch of wild hillbillies, dude. Like they're just like self-admitting.
Okay.
Unless people take offense to that term. That's their term.
Yeah. There's a few things I want to.
But like,
hear
it's just
from you about.
Well, what is your question first?
Okay,
of all?
well, so first of all,
I
how
have
did
a
you
few
get to the
opinions.
part where they go to, and this is spoilers once again, but like, listen, just read a synopsis on the show. It's not even really that worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
You
don't
get
give money to the Tiger King.
They that part where the group of guys that are backing Joe Exotic.
Yeah,
They want him out of prison.
Yes.
I think he's been wrongfully
And
whatever,
they go
even
to
though
that
he's
rally?
Clearly done something wrong.
Yeah, that's
and they go to the rally and they have like the Free Joe Exotic sign.
And this one woman comes up and she's like,
And some, like-
none of the Republicans fuck with this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally, like some mega Karen comes up and just like absolutely dominates them, and they just like they flew all the way there. I kind of like in a weird way it broke my heart because I'm like. These guys flew all the way there for their big thing, so excited about it. They show up and someone's just like, fuck you, get out of here. And then they actually leave and they seem really sad about it. I thought it was just really funny the way they framed it. It's like, yeah, we can't wait to go here. This is going to be our big break, blah, blah, blah. And they get there and it's like, screw you, get out of here. And they're like, We're gonna pack up and go.
This is kind of awkward now.
It's not really what we expected.
We're getting a lot less support than we had wagered on. People actually hate us.
They're kind of being goofy, if I'm being honest. Like going to rallies and trying to get Trump to pardon them. It's just
so funny.
Okay.
It's so wild, dude. But like with like the crazy antic stuff that just never stops. The gift that keeps on giving, kind of like a chessboard.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, because you can play the game
and win over and over again.
The gift of game. Yeah.
Exactly. The gift of mental stimulation.
Exactly.
But like even just how much money, the absorbent amount of money that was spent on just like that, I don't know, like for lack of better words, like scene alone. They had a Joe Exotic private plane. This is all spoilers. And like the Joe Exotic limo, like all this Joe Exotic just like merch.
They were hyped.
For whom?
I know.
For whom? Like what do they expect? People are gonna come back like on the PJ, like, yeah, let's go free Joe Exotic.
Yeah, I feel like there's this like kind of, and they kind of cover this in the show a little bit. Did you start a timer by chance?
Yeah.
Nice. Look at you go. You're nailing it.
It's not her first time here,
I know.
Craig.
Yeah, you're right.
I
thought it was funny that I lost my train of thought.
Yep. That's what happens. You know, sometimes you just start talking about Joey X, and then you question the producer on if they're doing their job correctly.
I know what it was.
And then you cut off your best friend in the middle of his statement because it's my show and my name's
again,
Craig.
Please. Yeah, I think I'm ready to speak again now.
Okay, good. Yeah, you can go.
Good?
Whenever you want to start.
Well, I forgot.
Whenever you want to go.
I forgot it. No, I'm just kidding. They have this thing where it's like they've obviously all like they kind of cover it where it's like they've all become not famous but like known for the show now.
Gain notoriety.
And I really just catch the feeling that they're like really misunderstanding the notoriety behind the show.
Yeah.
Because the show doesn't really paint anyone in that good of a light to begin with, you know?
Nope.
It's a lot of mockery.
Yep.
It's a lot of like, look at how dumb these people and crazy these people are being. And then there's like, look at this incredibly messy story that they've been involved with.
Yep.
But I had like this feeling that they kind of had this idea that they're like loved as kind of icons now. I don't know if that's really how they're seen.
Definitely not.
Whether or not I don't know. Not even commenting on whether or not they should be, but I think the general perception of most people involved in that show are like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
I would completely agree. And I think that, you know, when you're in, because where are they from again? Like Oklahoma or something like that, right? I don't know. The Tennessee. South, right? Like when you're from, like, I don't know, not like when you're not with it as much, right?
In what way?
I mean, like they probably weren't on the fucking TikToks before and like all that kind of shit.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
you know, and you essentially go viral overnight over this thing.
Yeah,
you know, and like all you see is just your face,
and it's like
everywhere.
Oh, it's a TV. We're on a big TV show now.
Exactly, right? So like
the Duck Dynasty kind of.
Exactly. So it's easy to be like, wow, I'm now famous, but it's like, no, you are infamous, sir. Close, but maybe not infamous. But like
a lot of the characters are like somewhere in kind of no man's land of like they were part of the show as like the zany character, but like they weren't like whatever. There's a part in it. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. It just kind of weirded me out. I think it's in the first episode. You know when they bring on the Netflix producer to talk about the character? Because like, okay, so here's the big thing that the only real big part of season 2 is literally that Don Lewis, who is Carol Baskin's husband, that everyone is like assumed. Not everyone, but like there was obviously like this huge theory put forward of like she killed him and then fed him to the tigers.
Carol Baskin killed her husband.
They have like this whole thing where it's like, okay, guess what? Maybe not. Like probably not. It seems like he's alive. I don't know if it's actually confirmed or not. They're kind of vague with it, but they basically have like CIA or something documents that are like, yeah, he's basically been found alive at some point in Costa Rica. So as in, even if he's dead or whatever, like it seems as though he actually left to Costa Rica and just abandoned his life with like, which is like, okay. So, then they have this part. This is so confusing for me, and it's really dumb, and I don't really like going here because it's like,
ooh, we getting rule 4?
Well, okay. They have this thing where like
we talking big government?
No.
We talking Big Brother?
Producer from, or it's like either a producer from Netflix or something. Like they come on to basically spin this story of how like everyone is accusing Carol Baskin of of being do you remember this part?
I don't remember this part actually.
I'm pretty, and you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong on this, but she like spins this whole story of like everyone is going after Carol Baskins essentially because of misogyny online. And I was just like, okay, that's like really, listen, there's a ton of misogynist people online. There's horrible stuff for women out there. It was just weird that they would come out and then spin this story of like, it's like, oh yeah, like all these people are coming after Carol Baskins for like basically just because they're misogynist and they don't know what's going on. But I'm like, bro, like you guys made a documentary that literally pinned her up as being the one that killed her husband. In fact, no one thought it until you made this dumb show. Like, how are you going to spin the story? Like, we don't know where this came from, but the misogynists are coming.
Somebody came to this conclusion.
Like, you know, like, yeah, like there literally are tons of misogynistic people out there. Yeah. They're horrible. They should all not in real life. You're not allowed to say things like that on YouTube. And they shouldn't. That's just like,
this guy's treading. This guy's walking on.
They should all receive some sort of punishment for their actions and their behavior.
Yes, they should. Can we just bleep it instead?
Yeah,
just leave it in.
We'll bleep it. But like,
no, I completely agree. No, 100%.
What a weird spin.
No,
it's your fault, Netflix.
I was just talking
your
about
guys' fault. No one else's. Your fault. There's dumb people on the internet that are gonna eat it up.
To close, I was just talking about this today. When it comes to things like gender hate, it just creates a vicious cycle for everybody. It's bad for all parties. So don't be a misogynist. ELE.
We'll be right back.
Thanks, Jeeb.
All right. Anyways,
on next topic. Wow, we closed it out in the first. That's one of the first times.
Kind of flying.
We're kind of
flying.
We're rolling.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good day.
Anyways.
Crystal, do your thing, please, and thank you. Let me just turn you so you're facing the right way.
Listen, and to be clear, like the main issue of contention I had was that this like weird like they put on someone from Netflix to like just diffuse the blame. Like, there's people online that just had this crazy idea because they're probably sexist and that's why they think it's like, no, you guys, they did this.
You crafted the story.
No one was talking about this.
You made the narrative.
You made the story, and the narrative is put forward by you. Exactly.
Because don't get it twisted. It's not like Netflix. Like, this all happened in a fucking bubble. There's a bunch more footage. I guarantee a bunch more cuts, and they just cut it and cropped it just the way they wanted it to paint their little story because that's what they do.
Yeah. Well, it's like how convenient to come back in season 2 and then like provide details of like, no, he actually might be alive, when it's like we left off season 1 being like, literally no one knows where he is, and there's a running theory of like she fed him to the tigers.
Yeah.
But we don't know. It's like, okay, well, whatever. Kind of backtrack.
Way to just Squid Games end us. God damn it, I stumbled.
Squid Game ends us.
Yeah, well, like, because you know how at the end of I finally finished it, guys.
When spoilers for Squid Game?
Spoilers, but how it's very obviously like, oh, he's going back. He's come back for season 2. Like, it's like that's the whole vibe.
This time, yeah.
Exactly.
Kind of like not actually that great of an ending to the show. If I'm being honest. Really good show, but like, definitely there was some fall off. Anyways, that's TV.
Moving
on to the important stuff.
The internet drama.
Let's try celebrity drama, dude.
True.
High profile celebrity drama.
2 A-listers.
This I don't know how much we're gonna get out of this without. I don't know. Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal scarf drama.
Copyright. Can't say their name, so it's copyrighted.
Yeah, everything is copyrighted.
Everything's copyrighted. You can't even
in fact, the words "Island Boys," I'm bleeping that out now because everything is copyrighted.
Everything's copyrighted. I'm a little island boy.
Bleeping that out.
Island.
Also bleeping that out.
I just said island, though.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't say
they own it
island?
all. No, they own it all now.
What about isle?
I suppose Isle would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a separate word.
I'm a little Isle lad.
Okay.
Isle lad.
Yeah, see, this is an original, so we can actually keep
that. And then they'll know what I'm talking about.
That's really good.
Perfect.
How much do you know about the Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal thing?
Nothing at all.
This guy does not trust me to walk us through it.
I legitimately don't know anything about it.
This is perfect.
This is on me.
Anthony's going to give us the rundown as quick as possible. He's going to give us the rundown of what happened.
Okay. For those of you that don't know, what are her fans called again?
Swifties.
Swift. I'm a huge Swiftie. For those of you that don't know, huge fan of Taylor.
Nice.
Okay, so what happened was she re-records this whole new album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna butcher this story. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I know some stuff about it now. I've been doing my research.
Thank you.
Some might say this is research.
At least one of us did. Yeah. No, but so she made these albums all back in the day, and just like how the music industry works, the companies have they own all of her shit.
All the
and
IP.
Recently she reclaimed she won the battle. She got all her shit back. So now she's re-recording all these past songs, new versions of them. You know what I mean? And it's all called Taylor's version.
Exactly.
It's all about her. Now,
unless she owns all of it.
exactly. So first of all,
Way to go.
hell yeah.
That's good shit.
Chase your bag, girl.
Stick it to the man. Get your own bag.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. We fucking big ups. The drama, the drama with her, with her and Jakey G.
Yeah.
So one of their songs, what the fuck was it called now? I forgot.
All Too Well.
Thank you. God damn it. I'm butchering this.
I know my stuff now.
You're on it.
I'm studied up.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
So
Important stuff.
All Too Well was a song that was released like a very long time ago. I think she wrote it when she was like 20 or something like that. Now releases a 10-minute long version with some more tea, some more spice, and a whole mini movie to kind of accompany the release. And the scarf thing that you are that you're referring to, basically in the song, there's a lot of allusions to the fact that there was, emotional manipulations going on in the relationship. And
how dumb the drama is. It's like weirdly complex, like how you had to arrive at what's happened. But yeah,
I'll give a little bit of backstory.
Yeah,
And
not me. I'm just like in general, like to understand the situation. There's a lot to it, but it's all really dumb.
especially when you consider
yeah.
how long it was going on for.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, continue.
So long story short, yeah. So she releases it, and basically, yeah. So a lot of hate and shade is getting. Well, I don't want to say hate, but hate and shade.
Literally hate. I did
like, yeah, no,
check
it's
up
hate
on
and
that
shade.
today.
It's hate and shade.
So after this like video, she essentially released a short film music video for All Too Well. Which is, I think, a fan favorite song. I'm assuming too. It's probably why she's
sure my favorite because I'm a Swiftie.
And it basically just has like these like someone who plays Taylor Swift in it, and someone who plays Jake Gyllenhaal. In fact, they're very famous actors. I should know both their names.
Blake Lively.
No, not Blake Lively.
Yeah, I thought she was in
No,
it.
it's
Dylan York is the dude.
Is her name Sadie Sink?
I don't know. It's the
God.
it's the redheaded actor from Stranger Things.
She's great.
Yeah.
That's
what I know.
And what's the guy's name? Dylan something?
Dylan York. That one I
York.
know for sure.
Yeah. So they're in it. And they basically just have like a bad, it's just like a pretty toxic relationship, but not like, it's not like, this isn't like devastating stuff, if I'm just going to be honest. Like,
it's not.
Like, it's not good behavior.
No.
And there's definitely like kind of both people behaving poorly.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
what are you saying?
Or
right
no,
now?
maybe
Hold on.
like
What are you
maybe
saying?
more so Jake Gyllenhaal. But like, regardless of all that, it's a weird.
You're really taking yourself into this misogyny trench
the
now.
Swifties, this has nothing to do with that either. But it's just like I'm not on a team here. I just think it's bizarre. Let's get to the scarf thing. This is the weird part. So there's a scarf mentioned in the song.
Yes.
That allegedly at one point while they were dating,
yes.
Jake Gyllenhaal and Taylor Swift were dating. She left it at Jake Gyllenhaal's sister's house.
Allegedly.
And then there's photos that surface.
At least that's what the song says.
Yes. And then there's photos that surface years later of Jake Gyllenhaal still wearing that scarf.
Wearing said scarf.
Which is weird. If that's what's going on. That is weird behavior.
Is it inherently weird behavior?
Yes.
It's a scarf. It's an article of clothing.
Something that could probably be returned to the person, and if you don't intend to return it, you probably shouldn't wear it when you're a celebrity and you know you're gonna get photos taken of it.
All right, touche. I'm thinking like a normal person.
Like what? I don't know what message that's. What message does that send? If you were like, it's like we were talking about this earlier. Mm-hmm. If an ex gives you a gift, that's your piece of clothing. You know.
Yep.
You wear it whenever. But if it's like a forgotten piece of like if like a guy forgets a hoodie at a girl's house, should the girl in public go out wearing that hoodie?
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm so sorry.
I know who cares, but if you're a celebrity, then
maybe this is me being 24 now and having a whole different perspective on the
wise
world.
now.
I'm 1 year wiser.
You're wise.
Maybe had you asked me last week on recording, I'd be like, "Fuck no, never wear anything of mine ever in public ever again." Mm-hmm. But like, I mean, like unless I really fucked with that scarf, you know what I mean? I feel like I'd be like, well, I thought I lost it somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Know. I guess it's like this is the thing about relationships too. Is you really don't know how soured they are, and like if they're even like, because like maybe he just texted her and was like, "Hey, do you mind if I just wear this scarf?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's fine." I mean, that probably didn't happen. Let's be real. But I'm saying that hypothetically could happen. But we would never know that.
It just seems like a lot of hype, like over someone wearing a scarf.
It is a lot of hype over. That's the
sort of the funny
part
to
it. Is like, this news?
Good question. I didn't make it news. Good question.
This is important stuff, guys.
You're right. It's news because no, there's a reason. Let's find it. It's news because you know why you wouldn't understand?
Why?
Do you know why you wouldn't understand?
Why do you understand? Or
Because
why
you're a little keyboard warrior misogynist. You don't understand.
Why do you have to make
what
this
it's
joke?
like?
I hate this joke. I can't play along with the joke.
No,
claims
because
I'm a misogynist.
because you hate Taylor Swift and you're taking Jake Gyllenhaal's side because you're saying there's nothing wrong with anything he did. He's perfectly.
I never
clear.
said that. In fact, there may
That's
be
the
some
vibe
things
you're giving off.
Well, do you think, based on what we know of the situation, at least based on what I know of the situation, which granted might not be all of it because I did get very bored looking into this, based on what I know about it, it's basically like the video, like the whole video comes out and then the scarf thing, and then this has like resulted in Taylor Swift stans. Like I'm not gonna say it's all Taylor Swift fans,
Swifties,
but the hardcore Swifties issuing like death threats against Jake Gyllenhaal and like threatening him and stuff.
Yeah, so
I don't understand what's the escalation there.
That's what's wrong with that.
What?
It's a scarf, man.
What warrants his death?
How would you feel?
They want his head on a freaking pike.
Yeah, you should choke him out with the scarf. That's how it should be.
You've chosen your death, sir. You've overstepped.
Death by scarf.
All right. Well, I
don't talk to Taylor ever again.
I'm nervous talking about this because I don't know.
I'm worried for the Swifties to come after us.
Yeah,
now.
it's like honestly, it would be the worst thing in the world if our first highly viewed episode was us just getting trampled by Swifties, being doxxed, and having our lives ruined because we didn't full-heartedly agree that Taylor Swift did nothing wrong and Jake Gyllenhaal is a piece of shit.
Listen,
he might be.
He
might be, but I just don't know based on what we know.
Nobody on this half of the table is getting doxxed and attacked because I'm a Swiftie and I'm fully on her side. She did nothing wrong.
We're Swifties.
We're Swifties?
I swear on my life we're Swifties.
Rule number 5. On this show, we are Swifties.
I'll be adding a rule. It's written in stone. Listen, I don't have any like big claim to make about it. I just think the whole thing is like kind of weird. That like, you know what? Here, this actually was what I want to take.
Pull up the scarf. Here, you know, you might feel differently if you get a good look at the scarf. You know, you might say, you know what? Honestly,
is this?
I think that's the link. I'm pretty sure I linked it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
There it is.
Well, this kind of opens up a broader conversation that I was interested in poking at you with. Are you showing this? Are you gonna
sit here and tell me that you wouldn't go to war over that scarf?
I will tell you that. I don't.
That's an infinity scarf. By the looks of it, it's not actually.
I don't even think it's that good of a scarf. I mean, it's a fine scarf.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't care. That's what I'm saying personally.
Do you know how
I wouldn't care if I
like. How far apart were these photos taken? Do you have any idea?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Anyways, I thought maybe it might pique your interest to see the actual scarf.
I mean, so
in
that
question.
is the scarf in action. Fair enough. Yeah. Here's a bit broader question.
Yeah.
This will probably go down pretty quick because I don't know how much insight we'll have on this.
Okay.
What obligation because there's a lot of people out there, whether it be content creators online or celebrities, whatever, that have kind of developed some very toxic fan bases.
Yes.
Or stan bases, I guess. Like it's not their whole fan base. Like lots of people are popular, but then they have like the fans that are like
the like
fanatics.
diehards.
Yeah, like the literal diehards that like will straight up, if anything happens to you and you say anything bad about another person, they will go on their Twitter account and like try to threaten the person's life on behalf of the celebrity.
So what's your question here?
Horrible behavior. What obligation do you have as a content
be a
creator
stan?
or no, as a celebrity or like the person who's in that position to like actively avoid sending your people after people? Because like Taylor Swift didn't do anything wrong. Like, and I think speaking to someone you know very well, explained that it's like, yeah, like that's her brand. Mm-hmm. You know, it's part of her brand. Totally good point. Like that's like what she's done, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. She's not like she's sharing her own. It's her own information. It's her own side of the story. She can do whatever she wants. People can come out and disagree with it, and like the people on the other side can stake their claim as well. But like, what responsibility do you have if you know that your fan base is potentially psychotic and like dangerous, and like mean, horrible? What obligation do you have to like avoid sending them after people just by like, you know what I mean? Like, shouldn't, in my mind, it'd be like, even if you like don't really like someone, getting death threats online seems like a pretty shit thing to go through.
Yeah,
when it's in mass, you know.
At the same time, though, Like, just before I get into it, just
turn
a little
off
pin.
Twitter.
Just a little that.
Yeah.
But also, like, isn't that where we're trying to get to? Where we're big enough? Where
So we can
get
just
death
send
threats?
send the hellhounds after.
Ex-
That's
well,
what we're calling you guys, the hellhounds.
Oh, new nickname alert, Hellhounds.
that's-
Where my
we-
dog's at?
We talked about that one. It was actually Ronnie's idea.
Hellhounds.
No, we're not
Okay,
calling you guys
but-
that. We're not sending people after anyone.
To answer your question, I don't know. I think part of it is like, because if it is her brand, right, to kind of put her personal life kind of out there for everybody to consume as content, would it be almost disingenuous for her to then be like, but I don't know.
Withholding it?
I don't know, man. This is
I
this
don't
is
know.
a
I
super
guess
weird moral
maybe-
quandary. Be nice to people. Don't go issue death threats in general.
Yeah,
I guess
maybe
would be kind of my
like,
thing.
Yeah. It's the like
It shouldn't be
obviously
the responsibility
yeah.
of the creator to be your fucking mom and be like, hey,
I know.
don't be a dick. You know
no,
what I
you're
mean?
totally,
Like-
you're absolutely right. Like it shouldn't have to be the obligation
Yeah.
of the creator. But the problem is there's way too many freaking weirdos that do this.
yeah, no,
It
I
happens
agree.
in so many other like it happens like when there's YouTuber beef, the same shit happens. Like where one fan base will just go after the other and like decimate their videos, tell them they're like losers and deserve to die, all this mean stuff, and it affects people. And it's
Financially
I
as
don't know,
well.
like I feel like if we ever got to the point that we're big enough
to get death threats.
to get and send death threats via fan base,
Yeah,
I would definitely be very choosy about who we're like talking about and make it very clear that you're not welcome here if you do that.
yeah, no,
You know, I feel like that's the
completely
thing that should
agree.
be said. You're literally just like not welcome to be my fan. I'm not saying that about me. I'm saying like a celebrity should say that. You're not welcome. I don't respect you, and you're nothing if you say stuff like this.
Do you know how we
Very
cement
harsh,
this?
but
You know how we cement this in the Cove bylaws.
how? Code bylaws?
Rule number 6.
Rule number 6. Because we actually did add 2 rules today. So we're Taylor Swift fans.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So this
Yeah.
is so this is a Cove
And-
first. Or
and
sorry,
this
this is the Internet show first.
Yeah.
2 rules in one day.
What's the second rule? It's like the 6th rule.
Rule 6, 0 tolerance for death threats. That one I feel like can be in all caps, bolded,
Yeah.
and underlined.
You know what? Let's not go with death threats. Let's go 0 tolerance for toxic fans.
I like that better.
Yeah.
It's a
Just
lot more
more
broad.
encapsulated.
Yeah, it's a lot more broad. We
Like,
can
Yeah, like it's fun to poke fun at people, but like if you actually like hear something the creator you like says, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back my guy up and go in their video and just tell them they should commit suicide," bro. Like I guarantee you, the creator doesn't like you. Like they do not like you.
They do not
That
fuck
is
with that.
So bad. Yeah, like don't do that shit.
Anyways, not that we have
you have any
a fan base that
thing to
would,
add?
because it's the Cove King and Queens.
Yeah, no.
So they would never.
Cove King Queens, man. Like these people. They
Bloodhounds.
Anyways, I know you said you don't know much about the situation.
I don't know anything about the situation.
Do you know anything now, or did we do such a bad job explaining that you?
Or do you
still
wish
don't
that we
know?
had never even brought it up, so you didn't have to waste 12 minutes of your time?
You know, I definitely understand it now. I just have no interest in hearing any more about it.
Fair enough.
Okay, so-
we're boring you.
So we have more to work
wow,
on over here.
that hurts.
The criticism is constructive for sure.
Like I want to hear about it, but probably just on a different podcast.
Just not here in this room right now.
I guess do you have any comment on the question though of like what obligation do creators have to sort of alleviate or try to like turn their fan bases away from this stuff? Because I feel like some people do, but you don't really hear that often.
I mean, yeah, I think I agree with Anthony that I don't think they have any obligation.
Any.
Because it's like, I don't know, it's like if your fans are adults, they're
Yeah,
gonna
no,
do what they want regardless of what you say. Like even if like as a celebrity you come out and you say like, I don't want you to be my fan if you're being rude or whatever, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. So it's sort of futile. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe there's at least something to be said about like putting your best foot forward though, and like at least attempting to. And if it still happens, then at least you're like making it clear that you don't support it.
So it's virtue signaling.
Yeah,
It's
sort of
virtue
just, like,
signaling.
sort of
Just
like this
doing the right
performative
thing.
justice type thing, where it's like, don't worry, guys. It's not my fault because I actually care about it. But if it happens,
Out of my hands.
It's out of my hands now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're about here.
That's sort of
Virtue
how I
signaling.
live my life, you know?
I'm aware.
Don't worry about actions so much as what you say and make people think you believe in.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
all about the facade that we give off. Hence why
Yeah.
we sit in these chairs,
Yeah.
speaking to these mics, so you don't have to learn our real thoughts and opinions.
Exactly.
Now you know what I want you to think about me that I fuck.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
How much time do we have? We got time to keep going?
Yeah.
Lots of time to keep going.
12 minutes.
You know what? 12 minutes is probably too much for this. So let's
keep going.
Let's do it. Kim K and Pete Davidson are dating.
They are.
Boom. Hollywood freaking drama, but gossip. That's what kind of channel we are now. We only do Hollywood drama.
We are the bottom feeders now.
We are the bottom feeders. Listen.
Yeah, what up? I'm here.
Okay, here's what's weird about it. Why would they be dating? Is my actual question.
Genuine love and connection, perhaps?
Yeah, but I guess like my thing is like they seem
like they're in love and like they're trying to find a
Maybe.
good connection because maybe they've both been hurt in the past and they're trying to just move forward with their lives and find someone who to spend the rest of their lives with, i.e. being human. Is there something wrong with that, Craig?
No, there's absolutely. In fact, that's probably exactly what Kim Kardashian needs in her life, if I'm being honest. It's just something like,
Real?
something real. Yeah.
Not saying she's not real. I don't know her. I don't know her.
I don't know her
She,
either.
she might be super
I feel like the whole
down to earth.
keeping up with the Kardashians things has just left such like everything about their family has been such a I don't know, it's left such a sour taste in my mouth just of how it's so vain. Everything is vain, right? It's just pure vanity. Remember that the best clip, honestly one of my favorite clips of all time is when Kim I've never actually watched the show. I've only seen clips. I swear, you guys. But it's the one where she
Guys, I swear I've never actually seen the show. Listen, even though my favorite character is Chris on the one episode where they end up taking a private jet to go to the game.
I don't watch it, you
guys.
guys.
I don't like
it. There's like a clip of where she like loses her ring in the
I've seen that one.
yeah.
It's her
Everyone
earring.
knows. She loses her earring and she's like crying about it. And I don't know who said. I don't know any other
Courtney.
people. She's like, Kim, there are people dying. It's like, wow, like what a beautiful insight for someone in that family to share for once. Like, holy shit.
She's literally crying. Dude,
Yeah.
her earring costs so much. The one
Who
earring
cares?
She was like, it was, dude, because I remember this clip.
Who gives
I
a
remember
shit,
do you
though?
remember how 75 G's for an earring,
Dude,
though, first? You'd be
listen,
crying too.
no,
You don't
if-
even sit here. $75,000.
Don't even.
That's a
man.
house.
Dude, if you have that much money that you even own those earrings, boom, you no longer get to cry about anything money related ever in your life. That is insane.
So
That is
because I have a lot of
ludicrous.
money, I can't care about the things I have.
Absolutely.
You absolute piece of shit.
Absolutely, right.
Wow, you're
well,
the
I mean,
issue.
cheap framing.
Craig loves
cheap framing to
consumerism.
make me look like an asshole.
Craig loves consumerism,
No.
and you can fill in the rest. I'm not
point-
gonna say the other
well,
one.
I guess what I'm saying is like, I mean, it's obviously it's like there's something beautiful there when she says that to her because it's like, it's like it kind of hit the nail on the head, like just fucking you're crying on a TV show right now about you and your family where you're making like millions of dollars in all your business ventures and you lost a fucking earring in your like amazing resort that you're in. Relax.
Crystal blue
Not
water.
the best look to just be bawling your eyes out.
They
on a
found
show.
it anyway.
Yeah, so there you go.
No, because they
you
probably
go.
had a whole fucking scuba
Yeah,
team out there. Like
they
like-
hired
like
SEAL
that
teams,
night.
They hired SEAL Team 7 to come in and fucking scuba the area,
100%.
surveil it for 6 weeks, and they finally found it.
They
It cost-
blocked it all
It cost
off.
14,000 times as much as the initial earring, but it was worth it.
3 pods of turtles were murdered trying to find her
Yeah,
one
exactly.
earring.
Well, the coral reef there decimated, turned upside down. Everything is dead, but they found the earring.
But Kim got her earring back though.
Okay, well, Kim K and Pete Davidson
Yeah.
are dating, guys.
Is you just gonna keep
Thoughts?
saying a statement? And you
Thoughts?
expect us to?
Do you have anything? Let's watch. We got this video here.
Maybe we're the wrong podcast to talk about celebrity shit. 'cause
Do we have
we're-
can you turn on the volume for this? There's like a billion cameras clicking during this too. Please. Are those cameras?
Yeah. Also, what's up with this person who's just shaking?
wait, so this
who's just shaking her head in frame?
This
Because
is
they're saying that it's staged.
yeah. They're trying to say that the relationship is staged. I can't imagine a world where they would stage.
Nope.
But
don't believe it.
you said I was like, why would they stage a relationship like this?
Yeah.
And you were like, well, to get their bag and but like, do either of them need publicity?
I don't think so, but any publicity is good publicity. So
Yeah.
like,
You know what?
We
I
are
also
talking
find
about it
hard
right
to
now.
believe. I find it hard to believe that they would be together. Kim has like 5 kids.
I guess like the thing that's weird about it is like Kim K it seems weird based on her track record and stuff that she would go for someone who looks and behaves like Pete Davidson.
Very fair.
You know? She's very much, from what I can tell, in like the upper sphere of Hollywood where it's like the big icons, you know. She literally was married to Kanye West.
yeah.
You know, not saying that Pete Davidson is so far removed from Kanye West, but like, so there's that aspect to it. And Then Kim K is sort of like everything that seems like Pete Davidson would love to make fun of in one of his bits, like in one of his shows. Like literally everything about her is like what he would make fun of.
You know what this kind of sounds like? What's the age gap between
what's-
these two? What's the age gap
Is
between
Kim
these
older
two?
than Pete too?
I think.
I'm sure
for
she is,
sure.
yeah.
He's like our age, bro.
What do you? He's a little older. I think he's like 28.
I bet he's 27 and a half.
Here, I'll get Pete Davidson. Oh wait, you got
Because
Kim is 41.
okay, and Pete Davidson is
28.
28.
Bam.
Okay, that's a pretty
okay, so
interesting age gap.
this kind of sounds
decade?
like a
Interesting.
different situation where maybe there's an A-list celebrity that is manipulating a younger celebrity, and that younger celebrity
Interesting.
has a habit of putting their relationships as content for all to see.
As in Kim is the one who does that.
No, as in that's peak. Did he not just talk about like Ariana Grande and like in his last? Granted,
So is
that's
that
another
yeah? He does. He
high-profile
does talk
thing.
about yeah. So he dated Ariana Grande. Which what the fuck?
Were they married?
No.
No, engaged.
No, engaged. Yes, right.
engaged. Yeah, I know all
Thank
the
you.
celebrity drama.
Next. Anyways.
So, I mean, it is weird. How did Pete not bashing Pete Davidson? You know what? Hey, Crohn's representation. That guy has Crohn's. He's my idol now. He's the only funny person with Crohn's that I know. So I sort of look up to him
kind of seems like you're
because his
reaching
stomach
on,
is shit.
seems
and
like you're
stuff.
reaching on this one.
And he makes jokes about his shitty stomach, and I can really relate to that.
every time he does, you're like, ha!
Yeah.
Yes.
That's me. That one's for me. That's one. I got you, Pete. Yeah, that's my guy.
Can relate. Can
Yeah, no,
relate. Shit myself last night. Ha ha.
Yeah. He's not wrong. Anyways, well,
Dude, no,
whatever.
but no,
I don't
but
even
no,
feel like I
but
wanna
what
say
if this
anything
is
about it. Who cares?
the
It might
next
just be
fucking?
fake. It might just be
This is
some
the
dumb
next.
fake thing.
This is
Wait,
the next
one.
Taylor Swift.
You think
And Jake Gyllenhaal.
Pete Davidson
Wha-
starts
what
making
were-
music? He sings about Kim Kardashian and Ariana Grande.
He starts talking about like not like a scarf, but like I don't know, like a fucking hoodie that he sees her wearing in public.
So you think it might be staged, eh?
I don't know. I just don't see how their lifestyles go
bizarre.
together.
Yeah, it seems like there's a bit of a conflict in personalities, but I don't know either of them personally. For all we know, everything in our reality is simply simulated and not real to begin with.
Exactly. So then nothing should surprise you ever.
So, yeah.
Because it can all happen. Yeah, it makes no sense from the outside looking in. But hey, also from the outside looking in, good for them. There's two people who are fond in love, which is hard enough to do for any two people,
Yeah.
regardless of if you're rich, poor, you're on the spectrum, not on the spectrum, black, white, yellow, purple, blue. Don't matter. It's hard to find somebody. So
Yeah.
if this
they
is
found
real,
love, yeah.
good for them.
True
And
that.
we support love here on an internet show.
I feel like we don't even have to look into this. This is the co-fact, but I bet you, Kim Kardashian fans are losing their minds over this
In a
I
bad way?
I just feel like, I feel like Pete Davidson is not ready, like is not going to be accepted by I feel like that video is probably a Kim fan. If I'm
It doesn't
just
seem
co-facting right now.
it does seem like a
speculating.
significant step down. If I mean, well, not significant, but like
Well, Kanye West has his
in terms of
own
like A-list, but
set
like
of issues, man.
I mean, but also there
That
was
guy
like
seems pretty undateable. If you ask me.
there was like 3 other 8 like Blake Griffin and
Yeah.
and they're like 2 sports
it
stars. and,
definitely.
like
What do you call
she-
it? Off-brand.
Yeah, that's what I'm
a
saying.
little
So like yeah,
off-brand.
not like a step down, but definitely a different type of dude for. But why do we care? You know, why do we like?
I'm
Let's
pretty
just
sure I
let's keep
don't.
circling back to that
I think
question
the
of
issue-
why do we care?
Yeah, I guess. Are you asking more sort of rhetorically for everyone? Or are you asking specifically why do you and I care? Because if I'm going to be honest, part of the reason I don't have anything to say about this is because I really don't.
That's really where
I
I'm at
really
as
don't
well.
care.
Let's
Yeah.
go into topic 3.
So why do people in before topic 3? Why do people in real life care about this shit?
I guess
Like, why
'cause-
does any of this stuff even exist as
guess
a
'cause-
news story?
Because drama's fun, I guess, and it's easy to
Yeah.
consume,
It's an
and it's
escape.
something to talk about. Something like, whoa, did you hear about Pete Davidson and he's dating like Kim K and you know all that drama from you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
something to talk about, and it's like I don't know, like I don't
makes
know.
sense.
I don't know
I
why
know.
why it's
We're
worth-
sick. Human beings are sick. We have a problem, and we're obsessed with celebrities in a way that's so disgusting.
It's like why do we obsess about well not us but like people obsess
no,
about the like
about
the
us,
like
this show. We should
yeah
be
about
obsessed
us
about this.
people should be obsessing about
a
us
lot of
actually
people, and a lot of people are.
Yeah, they
a lot
are.
of people have been saying they're quite obsessed. Are we about to run out of time?
okay
All right, thank God. Let's get out of this segment.
woo another one down
Yeah, another one down. Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
For our last segment. You know, do we want to watch? This is the topic that we mentioned at the start. Why do paparazzi exist? Like for the reason, I mean, it's obviously like because they exist because people want it. You know, people want to know. Don't know why they want to know, but they do. But how do people?
Yep.
How do people who are paparazzi
exist?
Like,
I'm sleep at night. What are you gonna try?
Yeah, sleep at night. Your whole thing is like stalking. It's like obsessing over vanity and stalking people in their worst, clearly making them uncomfortable.
Yep.
So you can get some sort of tabloid photo,
video,
bullshit, like catch people slipping.
Yep.
Essentially, you're working around the clock to try and ruin people's lives half the time.
Yeah.
And embarrass them.
So
what is that?
So your question is why?
It should be illegal. Yeah. My question is no, not why. It should be illegal.
Oh.
Why isn't it illegal?
I think because freedom
Yeah.
it exists, so you're allowed to, if I had to wager.
Yeah.
You know, no, it is definitely not my cup of tea. I would not want to be a paparazzi man. I don't understand. How do you get into where do you study to be a paparazzi?
I guess
you know?
like maybe some photographers would become paparazzi just by just kind of doing that.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like, where do you
is there school?
is there where do you go? That's someone like where do you go to learn how to be a
paparazzi? Paparazzi school. If there's a course,
I don't think so.
I don't think there's no way.
I don't think so.
Could you imagine it? Could you imagine?
Why is it all about Tory
It's like I'm actually exploring my postgraduate studies right now. It's like, what are you in? Paparazzi.
Oh, and so what are what's the course like for paparazzi school?
It's pretty intense. 8 classes per semester.
Like what's like one of the classes that you have to take?
Privacy invasion.
Oh, okay.
Harassment.
What about like bush bush hiding 101? You ever do that one or?
I'm actually not a. I'm not a. I lost it. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say I'm in the 500 level.
This was a no but situation. I couldn't do the yes and.
No buts.
This is a no but.
Okay,
I lost it.
We're moving on then. Point being, paparazzi kind of suck, or at least from our purview. Like, just like, how can you not think that they suck when you see like every interaction they have seems to almost everyone seems to end negatively. There's never good paparazzi videos that like surface of like, oh, here was this good interaction that happened between Dave the paparazzi and Megan Thee Stallion or whatever, right? Like it's always like it's these ones that we have here.
It's completely like half the stuff. This is what I wanted because like just in looking into this, I was trying to find clips of like some moments of like where celebrities freak out, all this stuff, which we have. We'll take a look at. But I just want to show. Are you able to pull up? I have this one labeled. I think WTF is the point of this. And these are the kind of notes I leave for myself. Pretty good stuff.
Pretty self-explanatory.
So this channel, like the Hollywood Fix, basically like this is like the most pointless shit. Why is anyone?
Shut up. Oh my God. There she is.
It's Kristen Dunst.
It's Kristen Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst.
I saw her.
He does a slow
motion
of the
Shut the fuck up. I'm watching.
You're engaged.
I'm consuming the content. Look at her walk. Do you see the trench coat, sunglasses on? I got nothing. I honestly got nothing. Like I'm trying to find some joke, but it's like I don't know what the fuck the point is.
I genuinely was like, how does this warrant a video?
What a wave.
The wave, is that what warrants the video?
I think the wave warrants it. The fact that she acknowledges their existence is what gets people going. They're like,
dude, how? Yes. Do you see that wave? I mean, it's like the video itself is her walking into a building wearing normal clothing.
Yep.
Just
normal street clothes.
Spectacular whatsoever. It's just a celebrity, okay? The video is like 8 seconds, and they extend it by like 30 seconds by taking that 8 seconds and playing the same clip in slow-mo. I actually was like, and that is, I'm just being honest here, that channel, Hollywood Fix, is like, that is literal little sucker fish, like little carp. The bottom feeder.
Oh, damn.
It's just like...
The ones that are really sucking on shit.
It's the most pointless stuff you could possibly imagine about celebrities. And it's getting like, I mean, it doesn't get like, I would say like the average video doesn't get like, it's getting like thousands and thousands of clicks, but it's like not like in the millions.
Let's give them some more. Come on. What's next?
I genuinely can't believe like that's a model for content.
Why
It's just
can't
like,
you? I'm surprised things still surprise you in
I know.
in the day and age that we're in. You're like,
You
I
know
can't
what?
believe it. I'm like, can you not? Do you
I don't.
know?
Yeah, I guess I don't know if it actually surprises me if I'm sort of just feigning it as if to wish better for humanity in some way. Where I'm like, I really want to believe that this is not something that people like, but it kind of is, and it damages my soul and hope for our future, knowing that this is real and out there.
You know,
Yeah. And now I'm kind of confronting it. It's sort of making me sad.
it's kind of an existential crisis.
Yeah.
for you.
We're doomed.
Yeah.
We're all doomed because of this.
Here's the trick.
Yeah.
You just go. You see all these. Here's a pile of stuff here. Let's call them fucks for
Okay.
for
call 'em fucks,
for
yeah.
iPhone term. So you got this pile of fucks
Mm-hmm.
that you give, and then you give a fuck to Cheeb, and you give a fuck to me, and you give a fuck to your coworkers. That sounded weird. Fuck.
Excellent. Excellent choice of words.
Stop giving
Could
a
have been
fuck.
better.
That was the
Yeah.
end of the whole.
You got there. Moving on.
That was.
Excellent.
I hated that.
You're fine.
I didn't like that. What's the next video that is brain?
You know what? I don't even want to. I
want to see them because
guess,
I
like,
want to see what people are consuming about celebrities because I don't watch this shit. So I'm curious what gets people going.
Yeah, like this stuff is just like, why are you?
Oh, Lizzo.
Lizzo is trying to go work out,
Yeah,
and
we love it. Let's see
why
it.
is someone following her to the gym?
Why not? Don't you want to see her
I
get
can
them
think of
gains?
A lot of reasons why
the
not.
before and after.
It's just severely invasive.
This is so.
Listen, like
Ugh.
you're a creep if you do this. It doesn't matter if they're
making
celebrities.
me
I don't even
cringe.
give like seriously. I honestly screw celebrities. I don't give a shit about celebrities. This is still wrong.
Yeah. No.
You know?
100%. Ugh.
You know,
And you
there's a whole-
wonder why people don't last in fucking Hollywood because of shit like this.
Isn't there a whole thing too? She's literally using
Ugh.
like a secret entrance in the hedges right
Yeah.
now to try and avoid any of this. And he's some little weasel found his way and thinks. And then what does he get? He gets a video that is the most pointless. Like who uses that for anything?
How many views does that have, though, Cheeb? Out of curiosity.
Not that many. 13,000 only. So in fact, we're actually bringing this some notoriety. If anything, we're doing more damage than good. by
That is
talking
what
about
it is. Listen,
It is what it is.
we're also bottom feeders this episode. We are what we are.
Exactly. We said it at the start. But anyways, here, I just want to read some of the titles on this channel too. Because like, here's the other thing too. I don't know, like TikTok and like online celebrities have like actually are just considered kind of like part of Hollywood now. Is that how it is? Look at these titles. It's like Sandra Bullock waves to her loyal fans while so literally the same video. She just walks into the same place.
Nice. She's
But this
also
one's
going
like
to Kimmel.
Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio graffiti goes up on Melrose. Okay.
Vinny Hacker
Don't know who that
speaks
is.
on his sex appeal with Meg.
Jack
I
Wright.
don't like any of these.
I don't know
titles.
any of these people either.
Me
Are these
neither.
all JoJo Siwa?
Bo Jackson speaks at the groundbreaking ceremony. Okay. it's a whole
Haley
long
Bieber
video.
hides from pop. Okay. So you're literally this this is good. This is excellent. Haley Bieber hides from paparazzi in Justin's new Land
have
Rover
Cheap pull it
while
up so
arriving to form a Pilates class. Okay, so what? I'm sorry. You took a video. You're the paparazzi.
Mm-hmm.
You took the video, and then you title the video "Haley Bieber hides from me," as she
Yeah.
simply tries to go to a workout class, and I take video of her. What is this, man?
Take a peek.
I can't believe it. Like,
Take a peek at me creeping out Haley.
Yeah, like literally, you're literally saying Haley Bieber hides from paparazzi. She's hiding from you. You're the paparazzi, and you're just openly acknowledging it. It's like you're literally saying Haley Bieber's hiding from me, and I'm catching her on video as she's fucking slinking around trying to go to her Pilates class. I caught her.
She kept trying to.
Such a loser.
She kept trying to
like what? Like
duck
literally,
behind
like,
corners and dip and dodge, but no, I stayed right on her tracks, and I
Exactly.
got you that video
What is-
of her going into her
so
Pilates class.
weird, man.
You're welcome,
How is
world.
the clickbait an admission to like you just being a creepy loser? I just don't understand. I mean,
Hey, it is what it is.
That's a little thing.
I'm loving these videos. It really shows me to a different side of the world.
Just some good old brain rot, you know?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Little
Do
brain
you
rot.
want to watch a funny, well, not a funny one, but kind of an interesting one that I found today? Because when we talked about paparazzi, there was one in particular that I was like, not that one. The one that, the Justin Bieber one, if you wouldn't mind, Chief.
I'm down. I want to watch the...
And there's 2 time codes here. So
Cool.
so we can watch one that's kind of fucked up. And like, I'm not sure. It made me think of like, did he get charged for what happened here? Because there was
assault someone.
He like, I don't want to spoil what is gonna happen, but let's just watch. And then because there's a whole part of me being like, did he get in trouble for this, or was it kind of just like, it's fine, it's just Bieber?
Fair enough. Listen, I honestly feel.
So that one's at 3 minutes, I think I said. Yeah, 3 minutes for the first clip.
I think I know this one actually, if I remember correctly.
I don't keep up with many things.
Because here's the problem, too.
And these are from years ago. And then I have an internet relic for us after when I was going through all this stuff. It also reminded me of some good fan interactions.
Yeah, I'll shut up for a second. I have something to say after.
Okay, so he's getting into a big black truck, Beats.
Justin Bieber, yeah.
And he's pulling out, and just wait for it. Just hits a paparazzi man with his truck in the leg. We can watch a little bit after. If you skip forward,
I don't know. Show that.
Okay, might not be able to, but if it was 10,
I'll censor that.
If you skip forward like 10, 20 seconds, there's some fun. Here we go. The interactions with the paparazzi after is wild. Wild.
Why is he in a
Good question.
Don't worry about it, bro.
So, he gets out, he's checking on him, he's trying to help, he can't do anything, he's Justin Bieber.
I mean,
Wait. Listen.
You left real quick. You took off really fast.
Are you guys worried about me, or are you guys worried about this guy?
Okay, pause right there. He goes, "Are you guys worried about me or worried about this guy that just got hit?" Bro, they're getting after you because you're the guy that just hit them. Like, they are completely justified
Fair enough.
in fucking giving you the gears. And he's like, "What do you mean? You guys are worried about me right now? Look at the guy on the ground." Yeah, he's on the ground because of you, dickhead.
you know what? Okay, well, this is... Okay, so what he did, not okay.
Obviously
In fact,
not okay.
I'm willing to bet it's illegal to run someone over with your car in most places.
Co-fact.
That's a co-fact.
It's illegal to run people over with your car.
You know, the thing that like kind of irks me about this always though too is like there would be. I mean, listen, if this was happening to me, I would probably blow. If this kept happening to me, where I was constantly being harassed and had photos taken all the time, like all this privacy invasion, these people that are just like literal, like soulless, nasty little people.
Yeah.
I would blow a gasket eventually. I think any sane person could blow a gasket and
Easily.
just freak out. The problem is that's what they're almost waiting for, because every single time a celebrity pops off, that's the one that goes viral. That's what everyone talks about. That's their chance to paint them in a bad light. And in this situation, he ran a guy over with his car. Kind of in the wrong there. I think we can fairly say.
For sure in the wrong.
I think that's kind of funny. He's like, why are you guys worried about me? It's like...
What? But to be fair, okay, again,
murderer yells at media for not paying more attention to the victim and getting mad at him. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
part of the problem.
From my perspective, it kind of seemed like he was a little fucked up in that video, if I'm being honest.
Shouldn't have been driving, too.
Shouldn't have been driving, and perhaps he got in chip for it. I should have done more research. I apologize, but that was an interesting one. But it's funny you mentioned people blowing up at paparazzi and that one going, and those ones being the ones that go viral.
Wait,
because that is the next clip. Wait.
But I want to show you mine first, because have you seen this?
Fine.
There's this one.
Fine.
It's very similar to this. Actually, it plays hand in hand. Can you play the first one there, just right underneath best celebrity freakouts, please? This. Okay, so this is Tobey Maguire in his car.
But like,
once again,
look at them.
What are they
but
doing?
Look at them. They're like fucking moths to fucking light, man.
Like, they shouldn't be. I mean, like, they shouldn't be allowed to stand in front of a fucking car who's trying to leave.
Very fair.
You can't force a celebrity to stay there in their car just by standing in front of them and like.
But they think that they can.
And like, he's honking at them to move, and he's trying to hide his
Dude,
face.
he can't
doesn't
even
want this
fucking
going on.
drive.
This is just so sick to me. I mean,
I
like,
hate
once
this.
again, Tobey Maguire might be a complete asshole, but it's still just weird that they do this.
Okay, but is he an asshole or
Listen,
is he just caught in a fucking asshole moment?
Well, yeah. Listen to what he says. I don't think he's an asshole, if I'm being honest.
Spider-Man, no.
This is actually a clip from Spider-Man 3.
It is.
Yeah.
This is this when he goes dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is emo Tobey Maguire. Yeah, so like, I mean, just like imagine trying to live your life. I mean, like, it's so hard. It's so hard to feel bad for celebrity because, like, on one hand, they get everything they want. They have all this power. So many of them abuse it and do all this horrible stuff. And a lot of, I mean, I'm assuming also a lot of them don't. But it's like, so it's like it's kind of like, you know, you do the trade off. I get it, but man, day in, day out. This could totally just mess.
It would
with
drain on you so much.
It would just drain you of like. It would make you hate people, right? Because everywhere you go, there's just always groups of people, whether it be fans or paparazzi, just in your face, demanding stuff all the time, trying to like catch you slipping. It's like, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say.
Who's
It's
living like
not even
that?
just paparazzi who are like, oh, Toby, like, let me get a picture or a video. It's also every single fan's like, can you sign this? Can I get a picture? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, that would get so exhausting.
Yeah.
And again, the most first world of problems.
I know. It's
So-
like, yeah, it's like,
so,
like
like,
there's obviously way more.
I think we need
issues
to add
deal
that,
with.
like,
it's like good problem to have.
I think
kinda.
they're gonna have like that caveat that Kim, there's literally people starving right now, but doesn't mean it's fucking easy for anybody. Like nobody is born. Like we're all human beings. So I don't think anybody's like born prepared for that level of celebrity and stardom, right? Like, jeez, Louise.
Well, and you know, circling back to what we said about just like the crazy fans that will like take things way too far. I guess it just sucks that there's people out there that are like this, like that are willing to go be a paparazzi.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what a sad, completely meaningless existence to waste your time and life on.
Yeah,
Like, it's just so whatever.
get a job.
Yeah. Well, like that is their job, but like Jesus, like do anything else.
Do you want to keep going, or do you want to
wanna
end
watch-
with some? Or do you
yeah,
want
I'm
to
getting
end with
foamed
some?
up.
Okay, so let's.
But I do
so
want to
let's
see one
transition.
more. What did you
want?
have that was one more? The
I
really
had the
heated one.
other Bieber one that was at 8:50. If you want to pull it up cheap, same clip, just 8 minutes and 50 seconds in. Because you were talking about them blowing up and going viral. This is like it's.
This
like,
is one where I think I
it
know
is,
this one.
yeah, like
we
this
get
is
the
a very
ad every
viral one.
time. We're
It
getting-
is the thumbnail. But yeah, no, this is just him, just absolutely, yeah. You'll see. I mean, it's just, to me, it's just kind of funny. But it's also not funny because it's like, man, like, I would like to assume that even if Bieber like is an asshole, that he at least like doesn't act like this on a like day-to-day basis. Like, know what I mean?
So what's going on? He's sneaking to his van. I remember this one.
Yeah. So he's getting rushed by paparazzi. All security are like Justin, because they're in England.
People, it's crazy. You gotta have like 3 jack dudes around him to just prevent him from being touched by people with camera.
It's Craig's dream.
Wait, what did he say to him?
He was calling him like a prick and like a twat and shit like that. And then he just got out and was like, "What'd you say? You want to fight, bro? You want to scrap?"
Justin probably shouldn't ego this. And
Yeah, just stay in the car, bro. So angry. Like, why are you so angry? Like, as if he as if he owes you anything more.
I know. Okay. That's it?
Yeah, and then they peel off.
So there's actually, it's funny. I watched, I have it linked here. I don't think we should watch it. It's way too long. But there's this video from like 2006, I think, of Joseph Gordon-Levitt going around and just he's fucking with paparazzi people basically when he's a smaller actor.
Yeah.
And he's just going up to them. Dude, the people that are paparazzi, like they're assholes, man. Like they're actually just mean people. They're like,
Yeah.
he goes up to them. He's like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you guys doing? You're stalking people? Like, just kind of like poking fun at what they do.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't give a fuck about you. Like, you're nothing. You're an asshole. No one cares about you as an actor. Like, he's like, I was like, man, like you. No wonder every celebrity hates paparazzi.
They're pieces
not
of
only
shit.
are they annoying and shit, but they're also just horrible and not nice.
You know, if I ever do become a paparazzi, I'm gonna be the good one. I'm gonna be the one that's like,
You're not becoming.
hey,
we're not doing that.
Hey,
ever.
hey, Mr. Jiggaman, smile. And then I'll be like, here's a lollipop like blue or whatever. I don't know. That got weird.
I feel like
the
just,
point.
you
I'm
know.
not gonna be a paparazzi. Just
Obvious.
we can cut that. It's bad. On to some more wholesome. Maybe not wholesome,
Wholesome,
but
Ended off
internet
on this-
relic.
Yeah, I'm into an internet relic.
'Cause, you know-
let's get off this topic of
Yeah.
whatever.
I didn't close it-
Paparazzi are
Suck.
it's the worst. Everything in Hollywood sucks.
Everything Hollywood sucks.
This episode was meant for entertainment and for a hee-hee time, which I feel like we haven't referenced in a while. But we do have a hee-hee time here. That's actually the number one
I
rule.
feel like we always reference it at least once an episode.
Yeah, well, it's been maybe a few episodes since we've said it, but definitely if we missed, we didn't say it this episode, so it was a hee-hee time.
Rule number
none of this
one.
stuff matters. You shouldn't care about it. If you care about it, evaluate some stuff.
Question to you first, Pete, before
Go
we
ahead.
go. We have now a few rules on the board because you're talking about referencing rules. What are our rules, Craig? Off the dome. Do you know our rules here? Do you?
Number 1 rule.
Yep.
Always have a hee time.
Number 1.
Number 2, have a sometimes serious time. Number 2A.
Yeah. Dash A.
What is 2A?
Sometimes get foamed.
Sometimes get filmed. Yeah, so it's kind of part of being a serious time.
Yeah.
Rule number 3,
Anything for content.
anything for content.
Haven't done that in a while.
Rule number 4 is
We don't reference the
the darkest
times.
timeline,
Yeah.
which, you know what?
We
Maybe
get
we
rid
can
of
pull that one off the board because I don't think we're in the darkest timeline. I've changed
Erase.
my view. It didn't take very long, but my view of the world is now optimistic.
Exactly.
I mean,
Everything that we talked about today, including
Yeah.
the world's getting better. Rule number 5, we added today. Oh yes, we're all
we're
Swifties.
Taylor Swift fans.
And rule
we
number
would
6,
die for her and we would kill her enemies.
we would
in
we,
Minecraft.
Yep, we would slay for her.
Yeah.
And rule number 6, I forget it too, and I said it. I don't remember what it was. Cheap, remember it? Okay, well, it's
You know what?
it's
It probably
done.
wasn't that
It's
important.
done.
It probably wasn't
done.
that
It
important.
was probably a joke that just didn't land anyway. So
Rule number 6
God damn it.
was.
What was it? We said it actually was good. No, it wasn't important.
It's probably better than the Taylor Swift one.
Wasn't
If we don't-
important.
What was it?
It was don't be toxic fans.
Yeah, don't be toxic. That's the,
We're like, it probably wasn't
that's-
important.
like, if there was anything to take away from this episode, some sort of like moral messaging,
Yeah.
it was that, and we forgot it. As
No,
if it didn't matter.
it just took
we really
it took a
focused on
second.
being Taylor Swift.
Because we are Taylor, because we're such huge fans.
All right.
Okay, have you ever? So on the topic of paparazzi and fan interactions,
Yeah.
I was watching videos today and I was reminded of an internet relic I knew was a relic. I hope that we can watch this. Paparazzi, I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi.
Ronnie doesn't want in on this one today.
Man, we're
Hitting those notes.
hitting it. Can we get an ooh?
Do we have enough time to watch this?
You have 5 minutes.
Let's send it.
Okay.
Is there music in this?
No.
Are you sabotaging our show again?
I don't think that that is copyrighted because it's a freestyle. So
All right.
have you ever seen these videos of John Cena and his fans? They're for sure staged.
I have not.
Okay, so John Cena, little known fact, MC extraordinaire. So this is a little video of
Okay.
him going into a wrestling match, and let's see what happens.
I will edit this out if it copyrights us. So.
Please feel free to, and then we'll close out the show.
Yeah. So what year?
Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. This is 2009.
And he's just dropping the.
It-
I have
it may
a
have been
wife
taken
and you have a
earlier.
boyfriend.
Yeah, I didn't. Listen, there was
Yikes,
specifically
dude.
2 lines there that I was like,
Yikes.
"Ugh, this really shows how we've come as a society for the better." But as I was watching all this shit, I was like, you know what? If there's one thing that we could pull from today, there's a way to act with celebrities, whether you're a paparazzi or a fan. So in closing, if you want to get good positive reaction, I mean, I guess he got roasted a little bit. Just start freestyling at your favorite celebrity because
Yeah.
they're gonna stop and freestyle back at you, and
Yeah.
you'll get that good attention.
Yeah, it's also probably better if you plan it like that, so it actually makes everyone seem cool or whatever.
Yeah, that
It's
yeah,
actually
that-
kind of funny the idea that because John Cena probably is playing a role in staging it.
for sure.
It's kind of funny. He's like, all right, so we're gonna stage a thing where this random guy spits like 2 shit bars at me, and then I just drop some homophobic shit on him, and then absolutely decimate him with a rap.
Just a full
That's the-
16.
That's
a
the
full.
planning. Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
He literally gets like a full 2 minutes in of him rapping, with the other guy's just like, "You kind of suck." That's it.
Anyways, all this kind of just reminded me of that. And plus, we haven't had a good internet relic here in a while. So I'm like, let's pull up
Right
some
on.
old John Cena. Hopefully not copyrightable stuff. Please cut out
Well,
the
you know
homophobic
what?
part. But yeah.
Well, to be clear, we don't condone
Let's
that.
call it
We
the show.
have time for
I was gonna say, yeah, it's time to close
All
out
right,
the show.
Ronnie's cutting us off.
Oh,
We could go all night.
that's her job.
4th recording.
Oh,
4th recording. And she's like, let's go. All right,
It's
thank you guys.
bedtime.
Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I always forget to say this at the start. I feel like it's more effective at the start, but please, like I was a good little internet boy earlier, and I exploited things for views and content.
Yeah.
You guys should be good little internet watching content people.
yep.
And leave us likes and comments and subscribe, because numbers online are literally all that matter.
I mean, if you got this
So.
far, yeah, hour and a half,
You
free.
fucking owe us.
You owe us one. You owe us
Yeah.
one. You know what I mean? Also, anything we gotta say about? I mentioned any projects we got going on? No, we don't.
No, nothing. We do have something in the works, but there's nothing to talk.
We're
about
not talking to you about it yet, but we do have. We have something in the works. Else, other than this show that we release weekly.
Let's just say it's a little spicy.
It's a little spicy if we do say so
Give anything
ourselves.
away.
So with that, how about a big old
Welcome back to the code.
bang?
That's a wrap.